I want them to know that mental health is something you work on, but there are providers who can help you work on that. And we've learned more about how our brains work in the last 30 years than probably all the thousands of years of human evolution. So there's help. 35 years ago, my dad committed suicide. I was the last of my 4 siblings to talk to him. I had no idea he would do it. So ever since then, as lots of survivors of suicide of a family member, spent a lot of time in therapy and in reading, trying to understand and better understanding the issues of depression and people who are suicidal. Well, I believe in therapy. I go to a therapist, and it's been enormously helpful. I'll also be very conscious of exercise. I have run in over 23 marathons. I like to do things that are good for your whole body, and we know that things like getting out in nature is very helpful, along with the awareness that our mental health is a fragile balance, and keeping it in balance is important for our health and for the people we love in our community. There's a lot. I came from local government. I've been in elected office for almost 35 years. I used to be a member of the Mental Health Commission in Contra Costa County that I still represent. Did a lot of work in the legislature. We've funded behavioral health in Contra Costa County, particularly kids. And over the 35 years, I can see programs that we did years ago that have worked for young people. So that probably what we refer to as the continuum of care for at-risk kids I'm most proud of. Here in the Congress, just being an advocate and being the author of the Mental Health Matters Act that got out of the House with bipartisan support last term, and we're going to do it again, which is an all-encompassing, particularly attracting and retaining young people to go into the field of mental health and behavioral health. Since parity, you probably know this, we've had a 300% increase since the Affordable Care Act in people seeking behavioral health, but we've had a similar decrease in the number of people going into the field. So getting past the stigma is still work to be done, but we've come a long way. The problem is, having met with a lot of young people go into the field, there isn't a business model for someone right now of poor means to get a psychiatric PhD or a psychologist or an MFT and be able to pay for it if they have a lot of debt. So the Mental Health Matters Act did a lot. We're going to keep fighting for it to help the comprehensive look at how we use the information we've learned about how our brains work and anxiety and depression and other behavioral health issues, addiction, and make sure that professionals are getting trained so we get that information out to consumers. Mental Health Matters Act, I want to get it passed and onto the President's desk and have a celebration of what we've accomplished, but how much more we have to.
Now it's your turn. Why is mental health important to you? Post on social media with the hashtag #Take5 for Mental Health.